All right, welcome back to the channel. So Teofimo Lopez is better than Canelo Alvarez when he moves up in weight because he will not be taking the punishment that Canelo took against Callum Smith, according to Teofimo Lopez Sr. And then it gets crazier. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. So, Teofimo Lopez and his father, trainer, manager, I assume, I'm not sure, but definitely father and trainer, were at the Canelo Alvarez fight with Callum Smith in San Antonio, Texas last Saturday. And when the tape or the video showed up about what transpired between Teofimo Lopez Sr., Teofimo Lopez, and Eddie Hearn, and a couple other interviews, man, it was absolutely hilarious. Now, before I start telling you about what Teofimo Lopez Sr. said about his son vis-a-vis Canelo Alvarez and Gervonta Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson, because I'll leave the Devin Haney out part of it because other people have already made videos about the $10 million and all that, which was pretty much what the gist of it was, right? But after that ridiculous part of it, you know, the part where Teofimo Lopez and Teofimo Lopez Sr. are running behind Eddie Hearn, asking Eddie Hearn for money, and I'm sitting there listening, thinking to myself, I thought you were the biggest thing since sliced bread. Why are you at a DAZN card talking to the Matchroom guy about giving you money to fight on DAZN when you're an ESPN fighter? I thought you were the big cash cow. What's this piddly $10 million? But like I said, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is about what he said about Canelo, and then what he said about Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson after that. Now, when he said, Teofimo Lopez was asked about how good Canelo Alvarez looked up, moving up in weight, and Teofimo Lopez was in the middle of making his big, long excuse about why Teofimo Lopez Sr., I just call him Sr., was in the middle of a big, long speech. And again, if I act like I think he believes anything that came out of his mouth, I do not. I do not believe Teofimo Lopez Sr. believes any of what he is saying, with the exception of his son being able to beat these guys. I do believe he believes that, but the rest of it is just get out of here. So, in the midst of talking about this stuff, that stuff, the interviewer asked Teofimo Lopez Sr., Teofimo, well, do you think when Teofimo Lopez leaves 135 pounds and goes up to 147, do you see him carrying his power and like Canelo Alvarez did, right? And they're like, yeah, except for I don't think that he's really going to be taking all the punishment that Canelo Alvarez is. Because I don't get with all of that. Like, why is he letting him hit him? I was like, okay, I don't know, man. Maybe Teofimo Lopez Sr. was a little closer to the ring than I was. I mean, a little bit closer to the further away from maybe the camera angle was better than it was from ringside. I can't imagine it because I didn't see Canelo Alvarez get hit that much. I saw Canelo Alvarez blocking and parrying, and now some shots really did happen, but the idea that Teofimo Lopez is going to move up from 135 and go up to 147, fight somebody like, say, gosh, man, who would be the equivalent of Callum Smith at 147 pounds? I don't even know. If he went up there and fought Chris Van Heerden, you're right, man. He might not get hit by Chris Van Heerden. So, good point. Now, that's a little bit of an exaggeration comparing Callum Smith to Chris Van Heerden. Yeah, but not much, dog. Not much. That's how little respect I got for the guy. But anyway, I thought that was interesting. And maybe it's true. I don't know. You tell me. Teofimo Lopez is despite the fact that I'm like kind of clowning him a little bit, he is the guy that holds three of those belts at 135 pounds and really should be considered the man in 135. But I, at the same time, have got to agree with my guy. I can't believe I said my guy, Eddie Hearns, that says, yeah, man, you should be. I can't believe they didn't see this joke coming. He was like, yes, you should be the undisputed champion. And Teofimo Lopez says, yeah, you're right, I should be. Yeah, you're right, I should be. And then he was like, yeah, you should be. He said, but you're not. Like, man, how in the world did Teofimo Lopez and Sr. not see that punchline coming from a half a mile away? But regardless, you get my point. Teofimo Lopez ain't trying to fight. Well, is trying to fight Canelo. What's his name? Devin Haney for $10 million. If that's the truth, I mean, if you're going there, then you really can't be the man, right? You're not the pay-per-view star. So anyway, so then he moves on and he starts talking about Teofimo Lopez fighting Devin Haney, or whether he's going to fight Shakur Stevenson, or whether he's going to fight Gervonta Davis. And when he gets to this part of the conversation, this is where things just get absolutely nutty. Not nutty. This is the part where he can't believe this. Where he says, like, the rest of these guys, they just need to prove themselves. Gervonta Davis needs to prove himself. Shakur Stevenson needs to prove himself. Devin Haney needs to prove himself. And I'm sitting there thinking, and then he said, that fight with Leo Santa Cruz, what a disgrace for Gervonta Davis. What do you mean? Leo Santa Cruz is a champion at the same weight class that Tank is a champion at. Just like Lomachenko and you. What's the problem with him beating Leo Santa Cruz? Leo Santa Cruz is a 4-division champion. What's shameful about fighting Leo Santa Cruz? But you know what it really is? And this is why I'm saying he doesn't believe it. When he says, it doesn't make sense for Teofimo Lopez to fight Devin Haney. Or not Devin Haney, but to fight Gervonta Davis. What he means is that I know that Teofimo Lopez is not going to get a fight with Gervonta Davis. That's how just silly it is. It's borderline as silly as not silly. It's not quite as silly, or it's more silly than, that's what I'm looking for. It's more ridiculous than the Errol Spence Jr. Terrence Crawford fight with the 60-30, with the 60-40 talk, even though Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford is definitely 60-40 in Errol Spence Jr.'s favor as far as if there's anybody that's going to be getting 60-40. It's just reasonable. But Gervonta Davis and Teofimo Lopez, that's the exact opposite. That is 70-30 Gervonta Davis's way. I wouldn't be surprised if it should have been that way with Leo Santa Cruz. But at the end of the day, I don't believe that Teofimo Lopez, his father, I do believe he believes that about Canelo Alvarez. And that's reasonable for him to believe that because he thinks his son is a great champion, is going to be a great champion. And that's reasonable that he thinks that he's going to be a better fighter than Canelo. Why shouldn't he think that he should be a better fighter than Canelo? Why shouldn't anybody have the right to believe that they can be a better fighter than Canelo and go out and have an opportunity to prove that they're a better fighter than Canelo? That is just something that they deserve, even though the WBC may think otherwise, right? When they give franchise championships to guys like both Canelo and Teofimo. And I guess maybe that is the comparison right there. Teofimo Lopez was there because he wants to be the next Canelo, and because he definitely was the third franchise champion in line with Canelo, and now he's trying not to fight his contemporaries the same way Canelo Alvarez isn't fighting his contemporaries. There's definitely similarity there. But anyway, I don't really like to talk about Teofimo Lopez too much, but enough people, in this situation, but enough people asked me about it that I said, hey, man, let me do a video and chop it up about it real quick. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.